Breath of the Wild.
Oof, heartbreak.
Yeah. So we all saw that Nintendo had officially delayed Breath of the Wild 2 to spring of 2023. We still do not have a specific date on that just yet. Aonuma came out and addressed everybody using the monochrome backdrop, which usually means bad news. And we did get a little bit more footage, though. I mean, we got a little bit more of a glimpse of
No.
Link and the sword. So
I'm gonna be real. As soon as he was like, "It's delayed, thank you," I exited so quick, so I didn't even see any of that.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
I didn't see that either. I didn't see the new
Yeah,
footage.
I was like, "I'm done. Bye."
I wonder how many
Actually,
fans like did that. Like they just don't
uh,
know. It's like what?
yeah. So our other friend Andres put it in the chat. Like very early in the morning, and like I woke up for work and I saw it, and I think it was like the Instagram post that they had put. Um, and that's all I saw. Like I just saw that, and I didn't bother to see like I don't know any video or footage or whatever that they had attached to it. Um, and like that legit ruined my day. And I think I put in the chat. I'm like, my day is ruined. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I don't know. It was like the first time in a long time, if there ever was any time, where I was like annoyed by Nintendo. Like I was like, you guys are so annoying. I- like I don't know. And I was telling Luis like, why why do these companies release or like set a release date only to move it, you know, like just say it's coming in soon or something, you know, like Metroid Prime 4, you know. um I don't know, it's just I don't know, I was so annoyed with Nintendo, but I didn't see the new footage. I didn't bother to check any of that.
It's a really
Like,
short like clip, but it's worth looking at, I would think.
you guys
Isn't
didn't
it
see
just
Anuma's new haircut?
Oh
No.
yeah.
no one cares? You haven't given us a name. You give me like 5 seconds of like the sword. Okay, bye.
Right, like
Come back when you have something real to show.
they can't even share the title, but they're pushing it back a whole year. It's like, so then give us like, what are you? I don't know.
Like I don't want to be those toxic like fans. Like give it to me now, release the
Yeah.
game now, because that's why. Yeah, it was funny because there was people like commenting under the post. They were like, "Here come all of the Nintendo fans with the Miyamoto
With
quote
the
about
code,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
the bad game lasts forever." I don't know. You know the quote. You know the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone uses that excuse for Nintendo, and it's like,
No.
okay, how
No.
many years has it been? 5 years.
5 years.
No,
I
because
don't
they,
know. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of ways to defend them, but yeah, no, I can't. um, I mean, I guess I feel like it was part of like the whole pandemic thing. Um, and but I'm starting to think like maybe it's like strategical, more like where they want to release it. Because this like year it's pretty stacked. So I don't know if I don't even know like if they're pushing it because like they still have a lot of work to do, which I assume they do, right? They still want to work on it, but at this point, it kind of feels like they're just moving it to to maximize like sales,
Avoid competition.
maybe I don't know, because yeah, I
That
mean
crossed my
it's
mind too.
been a while, dude, and like Horizon, right? Horizon Zero Dawn came out like around the same time Breath of the Wild, 2017, and the sequel for that game is already out. You know,
Hmm.
this year it came out. They went through the same. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say like the same processes because it is like different studios and like I said, like the pandemic. I feel like Japan was kind of more strict with like regulations and things like that. But I don't know. It's very It's very sus.
I just looked up real quick the quote from Onuma. Did a quick Google search. Nasdaq.com has it for us. It says, in order to make this game's experience something special, the entire development team is continuing to work diligently. So please wait a little longer. That's how they phrased it.
A whole year though.
They better add Zelda playable or something.
Man,
Multiplayer.
what
I don't
E3
know. It's
was
weird.
it? What E3 was it where they did the tease?
Yeah,
That
Was it
was
2019?
2019.
19.
19?
That was 2019, and then
Fudge. And we haven't gotten
we didn't.
much of anything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we didn't get anything until last year. No,
Yeah.
no. Was
Yeah.
it last year?
Uh,
That's
was it?
weird.
No, I think last year they were like, sorry, we're pushing it back.
Oh yeah, 2020. I
No,
think it
because
was.
2021 we did the reaction, remember? And you guys took off work for the E3, not to put salt in the wound. And they just showed that little clip at the end, remember? When we
Oh,
reacted.
yeah. They canceled E3 because Breath of the Wild was pushed back.
Based.
Dude, legit, I think that's not far-fetched because like the time they put in 2016 when that was like the showpiece for Nintendo, I wonder how many people
Hmm.
were just interested just to see how Breath of the Wild looks in E3.
Maybe. Because doesn't Sony not do E3 anymore or something like that?
Right.
Yeah, Sony's out since last year, I think, or 2 years ago. I don't know, but they better like compensate with Zelda stuff this year,
Mmm.
at least.
Like some of the dialogue I've seen on social media is like like almost a given. Like, oh, don't worry, we'll get something Zelda this year. Like,
That's what people said for the anniversary, and look what they did to it.
Don't
With
speak
that
on that.
Skyward Sword.
We don't talk about that.
But they have been releasing like a Zelda game every year for like the past, what, like 6 years, 5 years. And I remember Anuma saying like that was his plan, like releasing at least like one game every year, one Zelda game every year.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking we might get the
Surprise
HD
Zelda.
ports or
Surprise
like
Zelda game. Where
the
you only
Right.
Minish
play as
Cap
Zelda.
Oh
remake.
my gosh,
We're gonna
Oh,
get
that'd
please.
be
Zelda,
cool,
Zelda as a driver on Mario Kart 8.
bruh. That's something Nintendo will do, dude.
They're gonna be like, here's
Surprise
your playable
Shuki.
Zelda.
Man.
That Retro Studios cheek game.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
they listened specifically to Ray, and they were like, "We listened to your podcast, Ray, so we're gonna do exactly what you said, and maybe you'll stop talking shit about us."
At this point, it's like unconsciously, I just like form sentences that throw shade at Zelda. Breath of the Wild specifically.
Yeah,
Who hurt you? Why are you like this?
Nintendo.
Yeah, but
Nintendo.
not Zelda.
True. That's true, Ray.
Yeah,
What's your problem?
it never did anything to me.
I'm
I
just kidding.
mean, it's a I got 50 to 60 hours of gameplay out of it, and I'm still mad. I don't know why.
You're a hater, and then you talk about I love open world games, and it's like you hate on Zelda so bad.
But
Breath of the Wild.
something about the open world game of Breath of the Wild compared to something else like Skyrim or Elden Ring, it's different. It's different for some reason, and I had so much
Don't
fun in that
compare.
compared to that.
Don't compare. That's your problem. Life will be nicer if you don't compare.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, with this delay, guys, what are your what? Well, this is for Cassandra. What are your chances of being interested in Xenoblade in September? Did it raise?
What?
Your interest in
But
Xenoblade since you don't have to worry about Zelda?
Crumbs?
That's random. Cassandra has expressed no interest at all in Xenoblade.
If that
What?
is Nintendo's strategy, I'm sorry, but y'all are wrong. Please, we cannot fix the hole in my heart by just throwing some random ass game. No.
But it's a weeb game.
No.
Okay. I kind of just threw it out there just to see. I don't know what I was thinking, really.
No, it's not. It's like Zelda or nothing. It's not a Nintendo property. It has to be Zelda. The only
We
thing
need
I'll finish Metroid Dread
yes.
Oh my gosh. Please, please do that.
I need to
over
pay.
the summer. That's my goal.
Yeah. Understandable.
We need a standalone Tingle game.
There is one.
If that
Well, I
sells
guess
more
that's
than
For the
Dread,
Switch.
just a standalone single game selling more than Dread, I'm gonna be salty. Salty, I
Let's do
say.
it, Nintendo. Let's go.
There is a standalone single game.
Well, for the Switch.
ports.
I'd buy like 50 copies just so to get those sales.
Just to vibrate. Damn.
That'd be cool though.
Ray over there shaking
'Cause-
his head. He's like, "How dare y'all?"
Dude, honestly, I feel like Nintendo could release a standalone game for like almost any character in Zelda, and it'd be interesting.
Epona.
I've always wanted a game to like focus on Epona.
Oh.
Like, you know how Skyward Sword kind of made the Master Sword like its own character with
Oh,
like I've always wanted like Epona backstory, or like why is Epona like the chosen hero, like the
horse.
hero's horse, you know? Or I wanted Epona to have like a bigger role, but alas, here we are.
I heard people now since people have nothing to do, all they do is create theories, and they're talking about Fee being in this game.
Mm,
Breath of the Wild too.
Yes.
I mean, maybe.
Because you know how they're messing with time, and so they're like, well, maybe it's like a convergence of all the timelines or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
I think I did read like an article or like a tweet or something that apparently like the Master Sword like is broken, and like you have to go and collect the pieces or something like that. I don't know how
hell
accurate
nah.
that is,
Hell
but
no.
Y'all
They
didn't
said if
you
they
know how
release the title, they'll give it away. So
the broken Master Sword.
Stupid.
But
I
actually,
I need to know.
that could be true. Maybe Fee does come back, because I mean they do bring back Skyloft, or like the sky, you know, the skies.
Mm-hmm.
oh.
They did release the port Skyward Sword, and I don't know if that was just because that was the next one, and I mean it was the next one, but the timing, I don't know. Maybe they have something up their sleeve.
This is their job. I'm sure that they got something really special for y'all, or for us.
For
For
y'all,
y'all.
anyway.
He's like not even including himself in it.
Freudian slip.
You didn't even
Dude,
you
I
didn't
don't
even
know.
try to hide that Freudian slip.
I I didn't do that intentionally, I promise.
Nah, he's like, y'all.
What if this game is like now I'm thinking about it, like what if it's way more expensive than what we think it is? You know,
Hmm.
like we've explored the land, you know, and what if they're like adding so much more like in the sky and so much?
Bro, maybe it's
I don't
like
know. Starting to get excited and I don't want to.
because you know how big the map is, right, in Breath of the Wild. maybe there's like a whole other map for the skies that's just as big.
Exactly. That's what
You
I'm
know,
talking about. Like now they're going
200
horizontally. I
hours.
mean, horizontally, vertically.
200.
Also in hell.
There's something about adventuring and fighting in like a structure that's high up in the air that gives me a lot of adrenaline, and it's really fun to me. Just like in Skyward Sword, when you're like at the towards the beginning, you can kind of just look off to the side, or actually everywhere in Skyloft, you just look off to the side and it's just a big old drop. I feel like
Hmm.
that's so fantasy and it's so cool.
I
We
don't know.
need
I just hope
2023.
spring. So probably March.
No doubt. Well, actually, yes, doubt, but March would make sense.